What's up, everybody? It's Monsta Core Arcade. I'm Johnny Hardkore, your host. I'm the host with the most, babe. That's me, Johnny Hardkore. What's going on? I barely made it out of Atlantic City. Can't even tell you the journey. But we have some video clips on actually this channel and another channel, our other channel called Monsta Core Racing. Let's get rid of all that business stuff first. So everyone out there, if you just checked out this channel, you're into old school video games from the 80s, some from the 90s, even some from the 2000s and more. The pinball machines from the golden era, the golden age of pinball, when pinball was awesome. Well, I mean, it's awesome now too, but just when there were games that you remember as a kid. Now you play him as an adult, Definitely subscribe to this channel. So, and also hit that notification bell whenever we put up a new video. You can check it out. This channel is dedicated to everything about arcades, pinball machines, old school arcade games like that one right there, Q*bert, Baby Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man, Tron, Gorf, Millipede. Those are the ones in our collection right now. Some Space Ace, Dragon's Lair, a bunch of other ones. And then, of course, the pinball. There's a newer pinball. This is very new. It's like a new baby. 2022 or 23. I don't remember the year exactly, but it's a new one. So, anyway, this is what my evening before I go into work looks like. I've been wanting to do this all day, but I had other things to take care of first that I needed to get done, I did do a little bit. I didn't do much. I just maneuvered some games around. Spun Independence Day from there to right there. I don't know if this glare is annoying you. It's annoying me, so let me shut it off. Okay, it's a little bit better. I don't know how it comes out on the phone, but when I'm looking at it, it's very glary. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my tripod. I'm going to get some watch time going. And if you guys want to hang out with me while I rearrange the basement arcade or Philly fought around with certain things, maybe I'll open up Guns N' Roses today where I broke the key, which is already broken. It's one thing when you maneuver pinball machines and arcade games, take the keys out because then you have to replace it. And I can't even get this key lock off because it has some kind of washer or something like that on it. So, oh, more stuff to do. But it's all good. It's all good. This past weekend, Easter weekend, we said goodbye to one of our longtime friends. No one died, but we sold Tales from the Crypt. And there's a vacant spot right there. And you know what I would love to do? Buy another one, but no, that's not gonna happen. Not anytime. Well, not now. More games have to be sold first, and have to figure out what's going on. But when you're definitely in the hobby, you always buy and sell, and that's how it goes. It's a revolving door, like a wrestler. You go to company, and the door is never locked on you or closed on you. But yeah, sold Tales from the Crypt to a guy named Sean. His two boys came. They lifted it up and took it out. They cranked it up the stairs. I got a nice break for a change instead of always having to lift games and pick them up and all that stuff. So they picked it up, and they also helped me bring up a Paperboy that's been sitting in the corner right there, being punished like in the Blair Witch Project, facing the wall like Josh. Josh! You remember that show? I mean, that movie, Blair Witch? Classic. So, I mean, I'm in the midst of trying to figure out what the first move is, and I'm just going to talk about it first before I get into it. I mean, there's little nonsense things to do that I have some open space, like put this pinball cap protector on, black hole, but it's only going to go on this side until I pull it out and put it on the other side, which I might just get out of the way tonight. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to do to get to it, like to move this stuff underneath there. But I am going to do this one side because it's open. Okay. I do have to turn my water on, which I still haven't done because there was some cold days and got frosty out there, so didn't want to freeze any pipes. Wasn't going too frosty, but when I wanted to turn it on, then the weather wasn't good, and like I said, it was just Easter weekend, so it was very busy. So I still have some little things to do before I could really start bringing on spring. Today it's crazy out there. It's sick wind, non-stop rain. It's gonna be raining. I don't know until what time tonight. I have to go into work tonight and deal with the elements. Not sure if I'm gonna drive or load. I'm gonna make the decision when I get there. But whatever. Just another day, just another night, and they will be done as they always are. I'll show you the other side. Got these two, I don't know if you want to call them cabaret cabinets. They're smaller than a regular size cabinet, but they're good. I really only paid, I think, $100 for each one. And they, this one has all these games on it. And, you know, it's very small for me, but my kids play it, and it's fun to play with them. Shut this light off. We got all these games on this one. It's not a 1-up. It's an older multi arcade. It's good. Works for me, especially for the price I paid. Get to play classic games that I don't have, and will probably, I'm not gonna say never have, but you know, not gonna have all of them. I mean, if I do, it'll be awesome. But I can play them on here. And the reason why all the games are all like this is because in order to get a game up those stairs, I have to maneuver everything I have in this basement, even all the clutter, which is not clutter, it's just kid toys and Halloween animatronics and some other things that some could go, but others are not. Most of the stuff down here is still good. It just needs to be organized a little bit more. And once I put the pinballs back and the games back, I gain a lot of storage space, because a lot of stuff, most of it goes underneath the pinball machines, as you can see. Tons of stuff underneath there, all kinds of old school games and kid toys and this and that. Some stuff could go. I can get rid of some things that aren't necessary to keep anymore, but little by little, I will get to things. I have to put this together, which I haven't done yet. It's a simple thing, but I wanted to try and change the speaker cover plastic piece down there. It's scratched, but it's a lot to do to get this thing off, and I don't want to cause any more problems and break it. So I don't even know if I'm going to bother with that one. I'll look at if I actually care enough to change it, which I really don't, but I like the easy way, not the long way. I'll look into it and see if it's an easy fix, and I'll just do it. But as of right now, just to keep it safe, I'm going to put it right back to where it belongs. The translate's somewhere behind there, actually. Scared stiff translate with Elvira's boobs looking at you in the face. Boing! Yeah. So, and I do have some playfield glass that has to go back on. Get out of harm's way and get this basement usable again, so the kids can come down and play, and I can come down and play with them, because it's more fun with them. At least come down with my Sounding Vikinga, who loves to drink the ale with me and play games, especially Guns N' Roses, which I'm going to get to probably tomorrow. Right now, I'm just gonna really make a couple of quick moves before I go to work. Got a good hour before I can sit down and have some soup. Nice cup of soup. Anybody like cup of soup? They finally made the cup of soup microwavable, where you don't have to use a styrofoam anymore, which is it's better for the environment, and it's said to be toxic and cancerous if you microwave the foam in the microwave, which I'm sure most of us do and did, which I have for years. So that's really not a good thing. But anyway, I'm going to say my word I say all the time. All right. So I'm going to move on here. I'm going to figure out what to do first and second, and then continue on. What I wanted to do before I put games back was to go into them, delve into them, and see what's going on, because both my wrestling games, WrestleFest and WWF Superstars, get the F out. Both of them are play blind. Actually, I don't even know if this one plays blind. I can't remember, but I know this one plays blind. So, not sure what it is. It's probably something very stupid, but I haven't really looked at it yet. So when I get to it, I will. And then I have to keep these the Dragon's Lair and the Space Ace spun around for a while because it's not easy to get to when they're in the row. They're very tight in there. I mean, I could probably do it. I just, you know, I don't want to keep making moves and turning them and spinning them. God bless me. And thank you for saying God bless you. So yeah. So I want to go behind those and see what's going on because both of these also they don't play. The monitor is works. Everything works about them. So there's something I have to do to get them to work. So I'm gonna get to that as well. And then install this mirror glass on the Corvette because it came off of one of the other games and it'll look cool in this one. And it'll be out of the way. It'll be used. I don't know. That's just my goal right now, just to get organized. You know, get rid of stuff like this. Put this in the pipes where it needs to go. You know, it's not going to be used for the summer, but in the wintertime, pipes get cold. You know, especially if it gets really cold out in the basement. But not anymore. It doesn't. But I'm still going to put these in the pipes that I see where it's close to the wall, and then you know, whatever. Just some silly stuff, but honestly, little things all need to be done, and little things when they're done make the big things easier. So just something that I've learned in my life to, even if you get a couple things done a day or even one thing a day, that's one less thing you do the next day. So, and it's off the list. Not the list of Jericho, but the list, because we all have a list of things we have to do. But isn't that crazy? How all those games are in this aisle, right? Those games are all going to be along this wall. I think there's 6 of them that go along this wall, and then 5 or 6 go along that wall. Let me see. Looks like it has 5. Yeah, so that wall's 5. I'm gonna say 6 against this wall. This mirror here that's been, you know, sitting around not doing nothing. Hey, that's me. Look. What's up? What's up, Boiler? Thank you for making so much noise and taking up a lot of space. Glad the guys that put it in didn't put it all the way back to the wall. But anyway, this mirror that I found, I have a bunch of tall mirrors like this, big, I guess you would call them closet mirrors or bathroom mirrors, whatever. So I like to put them in the corners of each area, so when it's all said and done and set up the way it's supposed to be, when you're playing a game, you know you're not looking into a black wall. It's a mirror, and it reflects all the games that are on, you know, the pinball machines too, and it looks cool. It gives it an infinity effect, like the black hole has the infinity effect. It's like a glass mirror behind the first glass, and then it has the lights in back. So it's a cool effect. It's my idea, something I've been doing since I've been collecting machines and in the hobby, and makes it look cooler to me. I like lights. I like flashing lights and color lights and all that stuff. It just makes everything much more fun. So, without any further ado, like Kenny Omega says, who's on a shelf. Kenny Omega is from wrestling. Right now he's in AEW. I am going to do a few things before I have to go to work to pay the bills. And I have to find my tripod, which I don't know where it is. So I might not even do any recording tonight, which would be such a shame, right? You won't be able to watch me move things. Let's take a quick gander around. It's probably upstairs. All right, there's my to-do. So let's get it going. And I will do my thing as you watch. So go get yourself a cup of tea or an ice cold point or a glass of ale. Coffee right now around here is too late, so that's tomorrow morning. But in the East Coast, it's almost time for bed, so I don't think anybody wants coffee right now, unless you're working a night shift. I'm not drinking any coffee at all. I'm done with coffee. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but caffeine's took its toll on me, and I can't have it anymore. So I'll choose my battles, and I'll enjoy the ale, but the coffee is done. And let's go upstairs and find this tripod, and we will move forward. Yeah, so this is what I have to work on tonight. Blowing wind, hurricane force winds. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hopefully the rain stops for the night. Come on, Bo, come inside. All right, my crazy cats want to go. No, one wants to go out, one wants to come in. Make up your mind, man. All right. Let's go back down the basement. Got the tripod. See, that's a Space Ace. This is a different model than an original cabinet. It's like, I forget what they called it. It's like oh man, I can't tell you what I can't really remember the name of it. What they call it. You could put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. That's the original cabinet, like the original design, right? This one was I don't know how to explain it, but it's a remake of it. It's mint. It's like beautiful, really great shape. Got very lucky with this one and another one. So, but yeah. All right, let me get to getting some stuff did here. So what I'm gonna do right now, the first step is something silly, but it's not. Is I'm gonna put this pin cab on black hole on one side. It's one less thing for me to do, one less piece of material and stuff that's not being used. It's gonna be used. Let me press pause for a second. So one thing, I am gonna go to this pinball show, Pinfest in Allentown. It's not that far of a ride. It's about an hour and 40 minutes for me, so it's definitely doable. And I'm probably gonna take a machine or two to sell. But one thing I'm gonna get when I'm there is a pinball jack if the guy's there that sells them. I'm not, you know, it's not that it's such a big deal to do it the way I'm gonna do it right now, but you know, it's much easier with a pinball jack for sure. So. What I'm talking about in a second. I'll give you, have a nice cup of tea. How about some tea? Would you like to have a nice cup of tea? Yeah, I'll give you some cheers. Cheers. Definitely no ale until probably Friday night or Saturday night? Saturday night, because I'm working all week. Definitely can't have any now. This guy called it, what do you call it, bone? Bone? It's like a Target special. It has all the sizes for the bolts that go into the pinball machine. You know, obviously other ones too. So, like I said, I'm gonna just install one pin cab right now. And I hope I don't strip anything and cause myself more problems. But the way I'm doing it is I'm gonna just lift it up with my knee, kneel on my other knee, and then just get it done. Okay, and then move on to the next one. It's always heavier. And anyone that has pinball machines and is still learning as you go, to do this is not that big of a deal. When you want to crack a nut on a lug nut, really close them. When you want to crack one of them, crack it first with it laid on the floor, and then you can, after you get one done, then you can lift it up. So it makes it easier on your knee. Like a pinball jack. I honestly haven't taken these legs out, probably since I set it up, I'm going to say about 7 years ago. And I'm not going to pull out a machine just to put on pin cab, you know, it's not going to happen. I just want black. Black looks good with this, with the side art. Side art's seen better days, it's like tape and stuff, I don't know what happened over here, but it is what it is. Still a nice game. Needs a little work, but so does everything. So do I need a little work. My leg's getting tired now, so I got to break. Put down for a minute. One thing to do to definitely keep in mind when you move a pinball machine is, you know, if you don't have the pinball dolly that, you know, it cranks it up and you can move it any way you want, which I do not have. You have to be careful with the legs, because if you yank it and it gets caught on something, like, you know, maybe some kind of stuff underneath it, and it's going to keep it from moving. You're going to crack the leg right off, which I have done one time to a good machine, and it's still here, and I haven't gotten to it yet. It's the leg got pulled off, and it's, you know, stinks, man. So I got to fix that bottom of it. All right, I gotta go back to the other side because this side isn't working for me. You don't want to over tighten it either, because it'll strip the bracket inside. It'll give you more problems, because getting that thing out is not easy. Actually, I asked the guy that came to help me do work with the pinballs to help me do a bracket inside Terminator 2, which I was not. There's no way I could have done it by myself. It was definitely a two-man job. I had to lift up the plate field, had to take it out of inside, and then get in there and put it in. So that was, you know, it took a little time, but I'm glad it's done. These are the nonsense things that you need to do for pinball maintenance and stuff like that, upgrades to keep it in good shape and keep it strong, is things like this. So. I'm afraid to go any further. Alright. I mean, can I get on the other side so it's done? I don't know what to say. I have to go like this with it, which I don't like doing, but I can move this thing. Tea. How about a nice cup of tea? Can't let that boil a little enough for the year. We're gonna have to use any more heat. We better have the air conditioning just because I have AC for upstairs. Alright, I'm gonna pull it to me. Go for the other thing, Kevin, and that's into that. And I was like, did I do anything today positive? Yeah, I did one thing, right? Two things. It's always good to be strong too, especially when you're doing pinball. Alright, so I'll put it on this side now. You can see me working this way. Let's do it from the other side. That'll be fun. And you see me like this as best I can. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, you can see a little bit. Turn like that. Go back a little bit more. I know this is a boring video, but this is really just for watch time and to show my progress to what I do things in this game room, which a lot has been done since I had this basement at this house. And I started collecting pinball machines. It doesn't stop. If you own a house, you know what I'm talking about. There's always something. When something breaks, you have to do it again and again. So keep fixing it. And I would sell this game, but my daughter likes it, so that's something that makes me not sell it. So there's a couple things that have to be done to it before I sell it anyway, so it's a keeper for now. When the time comes, it'll be gone. But until then, he stays, or it stays. And I watch other guys' pinball channel, well, not just pinball channels, arcade channels. And I see their basements, and it's like, my basement looks so similar. Yeah, no, I'm doing it, telling me what to do and I'm doing it. So, crack it first, right? I usually crack the top one, because the bottom one is, I guess, more strong, more in the game. Once you crack it, you can probably take it out, you know, with your hand, like I'm doing right now. But then when the next one comes around, you have to lift it up like this. I can hear that wood cracking, man. This game is so old. This game is 1980. It's 44 years old, man. Reggie Jackson. Anybody know who Reggie Jackson is? Baseball player. I mean, you could use a screw gun and a bit to get this off, but then how you get in there from this, from this situation, this position, right? So you gotta use the bone. Coming out. You want to be fast too when you do this. You don't want to like spin it slow and like, get the sucker back in there. Okay, I'm not gonna put the other bolt in. I just put one bolt in to start so you don't get caught up in another bolt like stick it out, which I did before, which is silly. Tighten it with your hand as much as possible so you don't have to use a bone that's a pain in the neck. And lift it up when you're turning it too. You don't want it to be on the ground and bent. You want it to be in the game before it sets. Remember, don't over tighten it because then you will strip it. So, you gotta switch legs, man. My calf is getting a little tight. And if you're into the pinball hobby, you probably have to go to the gym because lifting these things is no joke. When you're a one-man operation like me, for the most part, I have to move all in by myself, so it helps to be strong. And I've unloaded quite a bit of them by myself, but didn't bring them downstairs by myself. No way. Only the small ones that are like, they fell off, it didn't strip. We're good. Okay, progress. Silly little things, but now it's one less thing to do tomorrow. What stinks over here on my setup is this. I'll show you. Now you can see there's no pipes there, right? There's these crappy things hanging on, some spaghetti. My hot water pipes that gave me water outside in my yard, which is awesome to have. Have a faucet out there. You see down there? Well, you can't see it. Hold on. See this thing right here? This waste line. There's an extender right there. Right, I can go down. You can see it like this. See that PVC right there? So now I want to cut it off and then put a a rubber gasket, which I'm gonna actually make sure I have the right size, and I'm gonna do this because my space is so limited and I need to have things to the wall, butted to the wall as much as possible. Like Twilight Zone needs to go to the wall right now, which I'm gonna do right now as well. Black hole sticks out like maybe 2 inches, or actually more than that, because look at the pipe, right? It's a 3-inch pipe or 2-inch pipe, 2 inches, 3 inches from the wall. And for me, down in this basement, inches mean a lot. So I'm going to cut that piece because I'm not using a washer dryer down here. So what I'll do is I'll cut it like back there somewhere. So if someone wanted to, like, use it again, they could just put a union or whatever they call it on another PVC, and then they could use it. But I'm gonna cut it down right there with a Sawzall. Get rid of that pipe, and then put a whatchamacallit on it, a rubber gasket, and that'll be that. No water will come out either. Everything goes straight down. It doesn't go up. I mean, unless of course there's a flood. But God forbid, let's not talk about that. But anyway, that's another stupid thing I have to do. Right? It's things you'll never see if you come down here and know what I went through to make this basement the way it is. But I know what I have to do, and then I'm gonna do it. Because I know it'll make my life easier. All right, so that was a small little thing, which wasn't easy to do. It's heavy, you know, but it's done, so that's good. Now let me move the sucker back without breaking it, I hope. What I do is I usually crawl under the games and whatchamacallit and move them with my legs, which I should do with black hole because it's kind of old. So you want to see how we do that? That'll be interesting to see, right? You can watch me do it. I always have to move this. My records when I was DJ. My techniques. You know, it's also I need to put the playfield glass back on here, so maybe what I have to do first is spin it and I put the playfield glass on it, and then when we get back to it, when we get to this thing again, I'll take the glass off. Is that a possible move right now? What can I have to do right now? It is. See how many things have to be done? I don't even know what the playfield glass is. It's behind all the arcade games, so I can't even get to it. Nope. Well, this is right here. Nope, that's playfield right there. Okay, that's Black Hole's playfield glass. All right, so you know what? I'm going to do that now. Another silly thing that didn't do nothing, but it needs to be done, so. Okay, watch what I do. I shouldn't have put this back right away, but I did. So I have to go further. I wanted to put this drain in there, but that's not going to happen now. Plug right here. Eventually it has to go down, so I'm not getting to that either. And it's still not fixed. There's a bunch of things that need to be checked out inside to make it work. I mean, it's not just the fuses, so this thing is heavy too, of course. And it's stuck in the floor. Banged into Independence Day. Sorry. I can get away with that now. Alright, so watch how I do this. It's funny, but it's the truth. Someone showed me this. I think I've done it before you even showed me, but. So if you have to move a game by yourself and you don't want to scrape it along the floor, you just do this. You do the push up. And you use your back and your legs. Like so you don't destroy the game. Let me put a Twilight Zone 2 on here. Okay. And then you can use your judgment to guide it in. And you have to do the rest of it yourself on the top. Now this is like almost 3 inches from the wall, which doesn't, you know, it definitely hurts my pad. Getting out of the games if you're not really flexible. Which I'm not really flexible right here. I've been not in the gym, not doing yoga when my girlfriend does yoga. I sound like Kinga. And the temperature here in New York, Staten Island, New York is in the 40s right now. And it might be going to 30s. So that's why the heater is still on, making noise. Alright, so that's one good thing. Didn't I say I want to put the playfield glass in, so what am I doing? Does it make any sense? See what I can do actually? I'll get away with it by moving last section now. Last section next. So what I'm going to do is I'll do this. Move black hole like this. This can go back underneath. actually get to it too from there. Should I just cut it off right now? No, I need a gasket first. I'll stop to do that. And I can get rid of this. Can I just get it off like this? That would open up such a can of worms. No. You don't mess with water, that's for sure. Alright, so I do have to move this. It's not clutter, it's good stuff. I have to watch my plug. Out of the way, so let's see which one I can move this one. What's this one? Okay. And again, this was all done because I saw the game. It's very dusty down here too, which I didn't mop or sweep, which I'm not going to do. It's not happening. In order to get a game out of here, I had to move everything out of the way. And I'm not like in a cranky mood either. I'm very happy to do this. I'm choosing to do this. You know, it's not forced. It's something I like to do. Take care of the basement. Get this place ready to enjoy. Putting a playfield glass back on would be a good thing too. I mean, if these guys come, then I just have to pull it out, and they can help me pull it out. So, I mean, probably better just to do it to protect it. So, what I'm going to do, take my little inch that I have of this. That inch helps. Now we move last action hero because it has to be moved anyway. And then the super checks that you've seen is going to get moved too, so that's fine. It has to be anyway. Last action hero is going to out first. The whole board here. See what I'm doing here, I think. Alright, so I'm going to move last second hero. This way. It is going to go backwards. This actually here is getting moved out of the way, so that's why I'm doing this with no issue. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it all the way to where it has to be, but then I'm gonna shimmy it like this on an angle to give me enough room to get the playfield glass in there, and then I'm gonna probably move black hole like how far over to get it in. So. This actually here, this playfield is fine. This wire here, I have no idea what it's for. I don't know. How did it come out? I feel like it's like tugging on something. It's not. And I definitely tighten these bolts. Like my sound effects. Where's the key? Now the other thing is, I don't know where the key is to this game. Gotta be kidding me. I think it's this one. The black hole usually put it right here. You know where it probably is? Probably inside here. Balls behind. No key. Not doing good with keys today, man. Broke one and now I can't find the other one. Still like this game. I'm still all good with everything. No worries. I'll use this for some storage. Can of worms. Before you were there, like rushing, rushing. See, like when I have the games open, I would love to just continue to do things that I need to do until I get finished. Have a beautiful new black hole spinner. That was like probably 20 bucks. If I remember correctly, the pinball shop. Something on there. It's such an easy thing to do too that I'm not doing it now. I'd rather wait and not rush it. So let me see if this key works. Put the plate filled glass in. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. Get ready to wake. Blow my nose again. You know what? I think I have to talk louder like this when I'm not standing so close to the phone, because when I watch the videos afterwards and try to learn from them, I know it's hard to hear me because I'm not so close. So I'm gonna learn as I go. But I think if I talk like this, then it'll be you can hear me. Holla if you hear me. Okay, that should be the key. Let's see if I get lucky. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I have to find that key. I'm not going to find it today. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this in here, so stay in the bag too. Alright, so let's get this plate fill going. Okay, let's go like that, right? Lockdown bar? No idea where it is. Where is the lockdown bar? Oh my god. Okay, I found it. This game has been open for a while, so that's the reason why everything is not exactly where it needs to be. Because I was hoping the text could get to it with that day, but I don't know, it just didn't work out. Right. If you hear any broken glass, you'll know I dropped the plate filter. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I would love to clean both sides of the plate filter right now, which I am going to do, so I'm going to do that quick while I have it. I'll do a quick plate filter. ceiling so it's accessible so I can just clean things. Clean views and whatnot now. Bear with me. A lot of watch time here, everybody. A lot of watch time. That's a good thing. Alright, found the spray bottle. Guys, at the point. Found him. Alright. The best paper towels to use is like newspaper or these things, brown paper towels, and then of course Windex to clean the glass, glass. And I'm going to put a cut up yoga mat underneath the playfield glass. So ready to crack it. It's kind of good. I don't want to rush doing any of this stuff. It's not walking, just smashing through the glass. And the black hole playfield glass is not like a it's a wide body, but bigger than a regular wide body, like a Williams wide body, like its own size. I'm pretty sure this got broken. It actually did get broken. It did, and you know what I did? I picked it up from a pinball show and I ordered it, and the shipping on it would be ridiculous. So I just grabbed it from the pinball show and I went and they had it for me. Marco Specialties, which is a good company. They have a lot of pinball, so everybody out there that's into the pinball market has a lot. Marco Specialties, but they're not cheap. Honestly, nothing's cheap anymore in this world. Everything is off the wall prices, so whatever. If you're still watching, you didn't hear me in the beginning, please subscribe to Monsta Arkade. It's very easy to do. Just hit that subscribe button and keep the notification bell on so you can see when we post new videos, when I post new videos. It's all good stuff. I don't really curse on video. And I actually uploaded a short when I was in Atlantic City of Casino. A clip from Casino, and I didn't really listen to the short because we were having Al and it was just done fastly, quick. So one of my shorts has Nikki from Nikki Joe Pesci was cursing and he was laying out the F-bomb. So sorry about that. Probably will take that video down too, but it got some views. So need the views, need the watch time, but I'm definitely not gonna curse. I want this to be G, not a PG or anything more. I curse when I'm at work. Most other guys, not my kids, especially. What I do is if you really care and you don't want fingerprints on the games, take like paper towels that you use and put them on both sides, and don't touch the playfield glass with your hands, fingers. Careful, don't bang it, don't drop it. Take your time. Get in there. Move less as an arrow. One more tap. There we go again. Less as in here blocking it. inside the game, so I'll hold it up, right? I'll put this in there too. So there's light. I also have, this is the manual. Manual! I'm sure you can't hear me when the boiler's on, right? Squeeze up. Good. That's something that hasn't been done in a while, so I'm a little glad for that. I'm not going to spray the top of the glass until all the games are in, and then we'll do them all together. Like my kids will help, and my Sally and my King will help, and it'll be something we do together as a family. So, anyway, it's a little progress. It's not bad. It's always good to get a couple things done. All right, so let's go back now. One more time. It has to be moved over. Oh, I didn't do the. No, I did do it. Okay. Yeah, the pin cap is in. Forgot. The only thing I didn't do was cut the PVC. So now let's get this. I'm really close as possible to the wall. I can't go any further. So that's a wrap. Oh, how I got these in there, man? It's crazy. Should go back more, but no, it doesn't. It goes back like a hair. I need that hair to order to get the games through the shooter, so that will go back a little bit, which helps. Okay. Stuff to move. Last section here, let's go back to again. So I'll do that now over here. Tag. That's not going to do much for me. All right. So I'm sure my time is getting very, very few. Let me go check the time. Hold on, I'll be right back. If it's too close to 11, I gotta stop. All right, so it's getting close to the witching hour, so I'm gonna have to wrap up this video and finish down here in the next 5 minutes. I got my soup cooking, boiling, and then call it a night in the basement arcade, the Monsta arcade. I'm gonna leave this out like this because I do want to cut this piece off, and I'm gonna just take a measurement on this pipe tomorrow. But I'm sure it's a. I mean, I know the size, but I'm not sure if it's a 1 inch or 2 inch in diameter. But I know I need to get a gasket for it, so that would help me a lot. Because if you could see, when I have to make moves here, you see how close that is? The shooter rod, right? And then the gun. So I mean, it got through there, right? You can see that. But I have to move this back more now to get these games in there, and that's a pain in the neck all the time. So if I can move this back that much, how much do I need? That much. That'll be enough, right? Because my space is so limited down here, and black hole is seems to be a little bit longer than other machines. So it's a big sucker. I think it's the widest body pinball machine. Aside from the the Hercules pinball machine. It's like a Monsta pinball machine. Like there's a bowling ball, has a skee ball or something like that as a ball, something. I don't know if that's even what it's called. But the biggest pinball machine out there, I think it's called Hercules. It's like a monster. It's really huge. It's probably like the size of 2 pinball machines together. Really cool, but yeah, that's huge. Unless you have a really big place, or you do have an arcade, big warehouse space. That's something that takes up a lot of real estate in your game room. All right, I'm not complaining about the progress today. Did do little things, put the pin cabs on and put the playfield glass back, which is good. It's never good to leave a pinball machine unsealed with a playfield glass, because then everything inside gets all oxidized and dirty and dust falls down on it and all this other stuff. So I do have another pinball machine over there. I have to put the playfield, actually 2 of them. I have to get to this So maybe tomorrow I'll come down a little bit after I wake up from my night and tidy up, get these games back in order, literally back in order, right? In the order I want to set them up in, and make this basement usable again. But anyway, all right. Thanks for hanging out with me. We will do it again this weekend. I'd like to come down here on Saturday night, so in the early night before it gets too late. Come down here with my Sailing Vikinga, Vanessa, and my kids, and have a little fun down here. Finally, Jax won't be here unfortunately, but he'll be here next week. That's also something that I'm praying for changes. So keep that in your prayers too. Anyone's watching my videos and you see my little boy, Jax, who loves being here. His mother is not a good mother. So, anyway. Yeah, that's a side art of Playfield of Last Action Hero. What is that? Is that a tumor? It's not a tumor! Is that on the other side too? There's actually two bolts sticking out. And the side art is over. I don't know, man. That's a new one. All right, what was my last move here? What was I gonna do? Put this a little bit back more, or what? Does it even matter what I do? No, right? Because I have to move Last Action Hero. You know what I can do? No, you can't. Cannot do it. Can I move Last Action Hero a little bit? Let's see. You still here? Are we still recording? Okay. Took off my hat too. Very hot down here. There's heat blaring. If I could turn this without making a problem and not break up my copper, that'd be great. Can I do it? You know what I have to do? I have to fold it down. That would be the smartest thing to do. You know what that takes? That takes me going like this. It takes me getting an Allen wrench. That's supposed to be for the games, which I don't have this back. Unlocking it like this. Don't take much to that. Make sure the back brace is not locked, make sure it's locked, which it wasn't locked. Now it's locked. That's good. Nikki Santoya, right? That's the guy right there. I was talking about my other short video. Nikki, Joe Pesci. They F you at the drive-thru. Nikki's an F-bomber, huh? Now, let me just turn this game. Not turn it, spin it. Was it shaking? Was it shaking? So I can go like this. I'll gain the speaks right there. Oh no, I'm actually not doing that, right? I'm just going like this. Dust on top. That's good. I just back it up. Do I have the space back there to back it up? I have to pull fishtails forward, so let me do that quickly. My soup is going to be ready in a minute. You know, let me just pour my soup. Right back. Keep an eye on the games, alright, for me guys? Girls? black. I'll show you guys. I'm sure you've seen this before, but this is our logo. Can you see it good? Let's see if you can see it good. There you go. Monsta Core. So if you're still watching, with the heat blaring, I'll wait till the heat goes off. I'm not gonna just open the heat. Alright, I have to pull out the fishtails first. Dance into the fire. Where is it? Now I have room. Plenty of room. See? So now I can move the video games right through without banging them into the game, the pinball machines. Not barely though, right? There. Like a playing card through there. All right, let's wrap this up. Said all right how many times? I want you guys to tell me how many times I say all right in a video. Next video I do, I'm going to say it in the beginning. I'm going to say, so I say all right a lot. Count how many times I say all right. Whoever counts the right amount wins. I said it again. All right. Everybody, see you in the next video. Always like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Like my son says, hit that cation bell. And always, 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 no matter what. Get this light off, man. Oh my God. See, I want to have like a catchphrase for my channel. Like I always do this for Monsta channel. Hang hardcore. but then for this one, I want to say game hardcore. I'm gonna like this. Game, the joystick, game hardcore.